Hello, and welcome back to the Server Supreme. On the menu today, I'm serving up some delicious and nutritious information on the next great RPG. I'll have this video split into chapters, so if you're looking for something specific, just check down below. Now, this is something I'm personally very excited about, and I dare to say, a potential Elder Scrolls killer. So take a seat, get comfortable, and if it's not too much to ask, please smash that like and subscribe button and prepare to enjoy. They refer to it as the Grand RPG, where choice, consequence, scope, and role-playing will be experienced like never before. And it aims to be the biggest open-world role-playing game since Daggerfall. And one key factor about this game that initially drew me in is that it's under the direction of the two lead developers that brought us the original Daggerfall and Arena from the Elder Scrolls franchise, Ted Peterson and Julian LeFay. Minds that brought us rich character creation and huge open worlds that were revolutionary for the time, that many gamers still come back to, even to this day. Games that made you feel part of a world that you actually had an effect on. Games that still spark huge debates from all generations of gamers. Now, you take developers of that caliber, mix in passionate programmers, artists, and designers, and the power of Unreal Engine 5, and I believe you have a recipe for something truly amazing that can bring us back to the glory days of what a modern RPG should be. And with Bethesda leaving us all out in the cold in Skyrim, with nothing but more Skyrim and their cash cow MMORPGs, Fallout 76, and the Elder Scrolls Online, we might as well be worshipping Molag Bal for any more information on the next Elder Scrolls. And maybe it's time for another group of heroes to take up this quest. And honestly, I think that's what we need after being left in the dark for so many years. A group of heroes to bring us an RPG that exceeds expectations and are willing to share in the creation of such a world. Listen to our concerns and give us feedback. A group of heroes that want to create a better game, not a better moneymaker. And that's why I love what they're doing at Once Lost Games. And must I say, a truly fitting name for their company. Bringing the mechanics of what made the classic Elder Scrolls games great that have been long forgotten by their modern games, and giving it the power of Unreal Engine 5 to create not only a world that is huge, but rich in content, life, and beauty. A world known as the Wayward Realms. Now, when I said the game world was huge, I'm talking 200,000 square kilometers. More than double the size of Daggerfall, and not a barren, empty 200,000. I'm talking vast oceans filled with unique islands that you get your own ship to traverse, oceans that are affected by weather and have tides that raise and lower the sea level so you can access secret locations, oceans that can become fierce and leave you shipwrecked on a mysterious island or bring you safely away from a kingdom that you are no longer so friendly with. And these islands are filled with their own unique kingdoms, with their own cultures and beliefs. Cultures you may love and want to be a part of, or maybe just tolerate as a means to get what you need. Or perhaps you're there to sow seeds of chaos as an agent of a rival kingdom. Or maybe you just don't like goblins and want to see their kingdom destroyed. And this freedom of choice is a true baseline for a great RPG, in my opinion. And speaking of goblins, you can be one, with the 8 planned races being ogres, orcs, elves, humans, cambions, fays, dwarves, and goblins. And just like in the real world and Daggerfall, if you want to run around with all your naughty bits hanging out, you have the option to do so, although it's not recommended. And this is just scraping the surface of some of the planned mechanics for the game. I'm talking weather that has an actual effect on gameplay, like rainstorms that will allow a thief to be more sneaky, but also can make it easier for enemies to get the jump on you. Seasons that affect flowers and plants when they bloom, making some ingredients for a potion abundant in one season, but scarce in another. And with seasons included, you get a general feeling of the passing of time, something I have truly missed since Daggerfall, as well as season-specific holidays giving life to the unique cultures and races of the world. And let us not forget about the heavens and stars, where the planets and constellations will vary throughout the year to affect the oceans and even the magical power of wizard-like characters. Now, what great RPG doesn't have quests and a means to get to them? This is where the keyword system comes into play. Used in a number of RPGs such as Skyrim, Oblivion, Morrowind, and Daggerfall, as well as a number of others, you discover keywords through conversation, finding new locations, coming across unique items, books, scrolls, and etc. This information is then used in conversation to learn more about a topic, and depending on who you talk to, you may get different information. Pretty regular stuff for an RPG. Then we have combat, things you'll usually be doing while on said quests, adventures, or even exploring dungeons. The combat looks very modern, although I've only gotten a glimpse at what melee combat looks like. You'll be able to kick your enemies, do power attacks, and it seems you can block and parry as well. Enemies seem to react to damage realistically, such as skeletons having pieces fall off or even exploding into bits with a mighty kick. But as far as magic and archery, there isn't much information yet. Then you have your dungeons, procedurally generated at runtime, meaning each dungeon you explore will be unique and new for every character that explores it. It also is being designed with AI to give it a unique and handcrafted feel. And from what I've seen, they look dark and treacherous, just how I like them. So now it comes to the grand question. Is it possible that this game can rival the Elder Scrolls series? Is it something Todd Howard should be worried about? Will this game set a new baseline for all future RPGs to come? I personally believe the answer to these questions are yes. And I think it's great to have some competition in the RPG market. For if anything, it'll push Bethesda to make a better Elder Scrolls, or potentially be eclipsed by this up-and-coming grand RPG. So if you're interested in learning more about the game, Once Lost Games is on pretty much every social media platform. They have a Discord where you can join in conversation with the developers, and they even encourage you to do so. And even at times, you can be part of the development process, as they're always looking for people to help you name unique locations, and you can potentially leave your own mark on this great game to come. They're also about to launch a Kickstarter this spring, 2024, if you want to help financially, and even if you can't, wishlisting it on Steam goes a long way. And I love that they're always looking for feedback and to make conversation with the community. It's nice to feel that they care about us, not just our wallets. Now I have to ask, please like this video and subscribe to my channel if you haven't. And thank you very much for stopping by and letting me serve you my content. I hope you found it entertaining, and I also hope it's gotten you as excited for this game as I am. Links for more information about the Wayward Realms and Once Lost Games will be down below. Or, if you want, you can just have me keep you updated on all things Wayward. It's your choice. Now y'all have a fantastic day, and I'll see you in the next video.